I'm also working on ACC all-time program rankings. I totaled up the points just a few minutes ago, so I'll be producing that video. So be looking out for that one. It's an interesting race.
That? Do we count in that? Because okay, because I was going to say all of our historic teams are Big East teams.
Yeah, see, that's, and I say that in each video because there's so much back and forth between teams leaving conferences and jumping into there. You cannot possibly dissect it. There's not enough. The conference changes so much. So if you look at the ACC, you've got 6 of the schools that are currently in the ACC out of the 14. 6 of them started in the ACC at the outset of the ACC, are charter members of the ACC, 1953. And then you move up to 78, you had Georgia Tech, and then you move up to 92. You had
an SEC team.
Originally an SEC team, yeah. And you move up. So there's when I will list conference championships, those are going to be conference championships from everywhere. Because I didn't want to make this a 10-year project where I got to dissect every little thing. But so it's interesting because this is the first conference. So I've done the Pac-12 and the Big 12, and there is a definite king of the conference. This is interesting because Clemson obviously has been dominant the last 7 or 8 years, and most of their football history, they've been good, not dominant, but good. Top 15 to 25 good. Florida State obviously just, once they stepped into this conference in 1992, they just flat out owned it for a good 10 to 15 years. And then obviously Miami from the early 80s to the early 2000s were an all-time great program. So when you put all that together, it's a pretty interesting race between those 3.
I would definitely, I would second that. And that's the reason why I asked, because we joined in 05, 04,
yeah.
05, somewhere in there. Yep. I don't necessarily think any of our, I don't even remember, to be honest with you, Mark, I don't know how many guys have even really made an all conference, like first team. I remember we won in 2017 and we win our division outright, maybe one close game on that side, besides Pitt, the loss, which was a late, Hail Mary up against Georgia Tech. But at the end of the day, how did we only have one all-conference player out of that, and our kicker, Michael Badgley? So I don't know how people view conference biases. I don't know, but it's crazy to sit and think the players that have come through Miami that have never even been on first-team all-conference, but will turn around and be a first-team All-American. That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
Like Greg Rousseau, Jalen Phillips. No.
Yeah.
Billy P, I believe. Hey man, I'm not writing off the game. I'm not scared of them. I just think that Texas A&M is a little further than we are right now as a program. And anybody who watched both teams the last couple of seasons, if they were being unbiased, would say the same thing. They are a little bit ahead or a lot ahead of where Miami is right now. Yes, you infuse Coach Cristobal, you infuse this staff. I get that. But until we see them on the same football field and we see what happens once we snap that football, as of right now, I think they're the better program and the better team.
Sadrack, watch my video. You may think differently. There's no question Florida State's the best ACC program since they've been in the conference. That's all there is to it. It's just not even. But again, it's not a straight comparison because Miami was in the Big East during or an independent during their best time. So it's not a straight comparison. And I say that it's not a perfect system because it's impossible to track these teams jumping in and out of conferences and comparing conference titles and so forth. So anyway, watch my video when it comes out.